Bendiciones.
Hello.
Welcome everyone. Bienvenidos a otro podcast de One Truth Ministry. Welcome to the podcast of One Truth Ministry. We are so happy to be here. Estamos contentos de estar aquí. El podcast de hoy vamos a hablar de lo que hicimos en Nueva York. Yay! One Truth Ministry estuvo en New York.
New
Yay!
York City.
So, yeah. So let's start. I'm gonna tell you this. Carrie bought me this beanie, guys. I know Brenda se está riendo. She's like, really? Pero es que estaba súper helado. It was so cold.
No, it was freezing.
It was cold.
I have never worn a beanie so much in my life the way I did in those last 5 days.
Yeah. I mean,
So we would like to say thank you to La Conexión for introducing us to this really cold weather.
Yeah.
that's
you know,
that connection.
Has anybody felt that when you feel cold here, it's like nothing anymore?
Yes.
I no. Ahora ya sé lo que es el frío de verdad. I was like walking out without my sweater this morning. I was like, I would have died in New York.
Right. I know. Y la diferente. I have no idea if this podcast will be in English or in Spanish. I'm thinking
Spanglish.
90% is gonna be in English and maybe 10% is gonna be in Spanish. So bear with us. We're just excited. It was a blessing knowing, right? Right. I was like, what, 7 degree one day where we stayed,
Sí.
and I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, right. I was like, "¿Qué es eso?" I'm never complaining again. Never complaining.
Yeah. No.
Just going to sleep. It was so. I called my coworkers the same day I got there, Fernando. I called my coworkers and I was like, "Hey, I know you guys are at work because it's 4 o'clock, but I'm in the future. It's 7 p.m. Weird." I was like, it's just weird. But we had fun. We had a blast, and maybe I don't know if you want to share. This was our first like gathering, el primer vez que estuvimos juntos, ¿verdad? Con todas las iglesias que pudieron participar, ya de California, de Puerto Rico, Connecticut, you know. So we even had a sister from Indiana? Yeah, la hermana, right? Que got her workshop. I think she was from Indiana. She
I
could
think
say.
she was from Indiana, yeah.
She's from Indiana.
So yeah, so it's good to know that, you know, we're not the only ones, right? We have brothers and sisters all over the United States that just having a time right there, you know, to praise God and celebrate. But Fernando, we'll start with you because I know your time is limited with us. But first, like, how was it your expectation going to New York, right? We know we had to go worship God, but I'm pretty sure you guys took a break here and there. So
Well, I mean, yeah, era la primera vez que íbamos nosotros. Era mi primera vez estando ahí, so era la emoción de ir a conocer, porque realmente solo he visto en las películas o en las series que miro en la TV. So, you know, you have that expectation, right? You know, I want to go and get to know the place and everything. But at the same time, you know, we got the chance to gather with other brothers and sisters, being able to, you know, just to share that moment. Yo pienso que tuvimos un buen tiempo porque nos fuimos unos días extras, aparte de los días que íbamos a estar en la iglesia, y pudimos explorar la ciudad. El primer día caminamos creo que 13 millas o algo así.
It was 12.77 miles.
oh,
Yeah.
12.77, Fernando. Got it
Exact.
So, no, a mí me gusta rounding the numbers, so that way it's not that complicated.
Fernando, can you please share with the audience cómo les dejó esa caminada a algunos que iban contigo el siguiente día?
Okay,
We're not saying any names, right?
Uno de los consejos fue tomen ibuprofén después de la caminata, porque el día siguiente la van a sentir. Y a mí realmente no fue mucho, porque estoy como acostumbrado a caminar bastante, pero había algunos que en el desayuno se tuvieron que tomar su pastillita de ibuprofén, porque comenzaron a sentir el ejercicio del día anterior. So, no digo nombres, Brenda, pero Pero, I mean, ya la pasamos bien realmente fue algo que pasó mis expectativas. Porque pues pudimos conocer una nueva ciudad que todavía nos falta mucho por conocer, pero pudimos tener el tiempo de poder compartir con nuestros hermanos ahí en Cristo, que creo que esto lo he compartido antes, donde dije que realmente me sorprendió porque no fue lo que me esperaba.
Man.
Y yo creo que quizás con esto, a ver si no me terminan echando, pero cuando dijimos que íbamos a hacer una reunión bautista, yo estaba pensando muchos bautistas con himnos y todo esto. I mean, we're gonna keep it real, So I was like, okay, Lord, I don't know what I'm getting into because, I have learned that worship God is more than just hymns. He aprendido que alabar a Dios es más que himnos. So iba, bueno, Señor, no sé a dónde vamos a ir. Pero cuando llegamos allá realmente me sorprendió porque había una libertad de alabar a Dios. Y creo que era bien genuino viniendo del corazón y definitivamente un saludo a los hermanos de Puerto Rico because they brought the fire. Los hermanos trajeron el fuego y creo que hizo la diferencia a todo lo demás. Y fue un fin de semana bien agradable donde pudimos conocer mucha gente, nueva gente, y pudimos compartir delante de Dios. O sea, vemos la necesidad que no solo somos los que estamos aquí, sino que hay mucha gente alrededor del mundo y en este país donde todos seguimos buscando el mismo enfoque, siguiendo a Dios y aprendiendo más de Dios. Creo que fue una gran experiencia, realmente yo vengo bien contento, pudimos conocer la ciudad, aprovechamos a lo máximo y al mismo tiempo pudimos pasar tiempo con Dios, incluso sirviendo cuando nadie nos vio, que es algo que creo que cuando uno no se escapa es la segunda naturaleza de uno, pero yeah, I mean, overall it was such a blessing being able to get to know more people and then, just share that experience with many of you too.
Yeah. How about you, Brenda? How was your experience?
Just to correct, it wasn't 12.77 miles, it was 12.8.
He's still rounding up. It equals 13.
No, I know, but I said 12.77.
Oh, okay.
But anyways,
Thank you.
I had a really great
California.
experience as well. Fue mi primera vez yendo a Nueva York. It was my first time going to New York. I don't even think I've traveled anywhere outside of the United States that's not Guatemala and Belize. But like I've gone to a different state. And so it was exciting because okay, I wasn't as excited at the beginning because I was like, oh, you know what? Like, I don't really want to go. It's super cold. But then Fernando was like, dude. So 2 weeks before, Fernando was like, dude, I found really cheap tickets to New York. Are you down? And so I was like, when am I ever really gonna find these tickets again? And I was like, fine, just get them, right? And so I told them to get them. And so, like closer to the trip, I was like, do I really want to go? I mean, I was like, they were cheap, so I mean, if I don't go, it's my money that I'm losing. I was like, whatever. But I was like, no, I need to get out and I need to go enjoy myself. Like, I want to get to know more brothers and sisters outside of California, and open up your connections. And so, going to New York was so much fun. It was fun being there around. Like fue muy divertido estar alrededor de todos los puertorriqueños. We had a snowball fight. It was so much fun on Thursday. Tuvimos una pelea de, how do you say snowballs?
I don't know. You tell us.
Nieve?
De nieve.
I mean,
You guys translate, right?
De bolas de nieve, I don't know. Y sí, como dice Fernando, we got to serve even though we weren't told to or we weren't like asked to. We just kind of did it. It felt very normal, like as if we were preparing for one of our events. So it was a lot of fun. It was fun, obviously annoying Fernando because, I get to do it here all the time, but outside of the country, I've never done it. So
outside of the state, right?
I'm
surprised que no te dejó a ti y a Sofía.
Yo creo que lo pensó varias veces.
Look, Eric is helping us. He says snow fight. What's it called?
Snowball
fight?
Guerra de nieve.
Guerra de nieve, sí. Eric.
And
Eric,
Carrie.
Google for the help.
What Carrie said about not the chills, like the wind. Oh my gosh. I have never felt cold like that in my life. So I made Nando buy me earmuffs because my ears were like dying. And so my cheeks were red. Oh man, I don't have a Sophia took a video where my glasses are like super like foggy.
You know what I noticed though? That even beanies for us here in California, we use them just for style.
For style.
Mhm.
And then when
Yes.
you're out there, it keeps
It
rolling
doesn't
up.
cover.
You're like, and you keep like bringing them down, and
I was getting very annoyed, and that's why I asked Nando to buy me earmuffs because when I felt my beanie was like up here, I was like, my ears are down here.
Yes.
But yeah, you know, algo que me quedó bastante fue on Friday night when that young kid that he was giving his devotional sobre Deuteronomios 10, 12 al 13. Like, you know, the way that he broke it down, like I kind of want to ask him, like, find out who he is and have him send me his notes because like the way that it was just so broken down, like they have something so special. And I'm, you know, fue algo tan sencillo, pero tan, like, I don't know, lleno de tanto, like, of the Holy Spirit. It was just so nice, you know. I think that's what stuck to me the most is what Deuteronomy 12 to 13. And so it was just fun, you know.
Yeah.
But it was really good. So I enjoyed myself a lot.
All
And
right.
maybe
Well,
next time we'll go to Puerto Rico. We got friends there now.
yes, we do. Thank you for
Hoy,
sharing. guys.
y el trabajo de Brenda traduciendo el sábado con una unción tremenda que se le miraba el gozo del Señor en el rostro. Fue algo, you know. Thank you, Brenda.
You work where the Lord puts you, Elias.
that's true. Wherever God calls you to, there you go.
There you
There's the
There
evidence
she
right
is.
there. Look at Brenda right there on
Okay.
your far left.
The back, so this is me right here, you know, with the jeans. The backstory was I was sitting down waiting for the thing to start. Elgin comes and she was like, come here. And I'm like, what? She's like, you're going to translate. I was like, I'm going to do what? I was like, nah, girl, you got me messed up. I'm supposed to sit down and watch. And she was like, no, I already told them they're gonna send you something. So I translated. But I mean, it was fun. You know, I think it was cool for us to be involved, even though we weren't trying to. But I think it was nice to make that connection with Conexión New York.
Yeah. Thank you, Brenda, for being willing. Está dispuesta a traducir, right? They told me, and I was like, so what happened was, at least for me, right? I just came back from New York, right? And I'm like going to White Plains, right? And I'm like, dude, I took a bunch of pictures of like me, my husband, my family. Like I only have like 6% there, so I can't translate, you know. So I couldn't. Ya se me iba a morir la batería del teléfono. So thank you, Brenda, for being willing to translate. So yes, gracias, Brenda. It's really nice. You know, cuando uno tiene ese corazón, ¿verdad? You could count, you know what I mean? We're a team, and if like, you know, I can't do it, it's always nice to know that someone else could, you know, step in. All right, so yeah. So Elias, you any experience at the beginning?
You.
I think it was a great trip. You know, I think it was just amazing just to be able to be in the planning of this event. What was it, like mid or late October, and then from there to see how it didn't even give us enough time for planning, but yet the way that everything happened was just so fast, and just to see it come to fruition was just amazing. You know, and I think if I wanted to take something out of it, I think we were able to try a lot of foods, I guess, out there. So that was exciting. You
Yeah,
know,
I tried
like
Colombian food for the first time.
Colombian food. We had Puerto Rico food. Yeah, we went. I think my parents went to the Harlem, and then we came back to the Airbnb. It was like a bunch of like food out there, you know, tostones, and
Tostones, yeah,
arroz con gandules. Like, man, where you guys go?
Yeah, bag. That was the funny part.
And you know which one was the most special thing though? Because I've always heard about New York bagels. So it was great that I was able to try bagels.
You ate a
New York.
bagel?
Yeah, I ate a bagel. You know, they went to go buy him and everything, and brought it to where we were at in the
At
church.
church. No, and the crazy thing, I don't know how far they were because it took pretty
It
long.
took a
But
while, yeah. So they must have been
I
very good bagels.
I
the
wasn't able
thing
to
is,
try
like,
the bagels.
you know what? What
I
I
think
am
they were
assuming
gone.
is that it might be because it was snowing or it was icy roads or something. That's why it took a little longer. But we tried them. They were good.
They
They
were
were
good, yeah.
worth
New
the
York
wait.
bagels, thumbs up.
I wasn't able to try them. I was running around putting stuff away.
Uh,
But
Well, don't worry, Brenda. I was not able to try the bagels either. However, I do give a shout out for the team de Conexión. El sábado en la mañana querían todo el grupo, and like Elia said, it's such a blessing that this came out of nowhere. Like, Pastor Abner put us together, right? And you start like envisioning stuff and the idea. There's Brenda translating. She is. Thank you, Brenda. Shout out to Brenda
Thank
for
you,
using
Brenda.
your
thank you
talents
So,
for
very
the
much.
Lord.
a
Thank you,
quick
thank you very
background.
much.
A quick background about this picture. I was translating Friday night, and then also on Sunday morning. I mean, on Saturday morning, they had translated. So I asked Brenda, can you step in? Because I got to translate also in the afternoon. And thank God she gracefully said yes.
You know what?
You gotta say yes to what the Lord has for you, right?
Yeah, you do. And you know what? God knows what he was doing, Brenda, because after that, you had to translate for the sister that she was talking about medical terms. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
and I was
Which is like
how
a little more up my alley instead of
Yeah.
all these big names. Like what is Leviatanos? Leviatans?
Oh, the
Leviathans.
the Leviathan, yeah.
I was like, what is that? I don't know how to say that in English.
Leviathan.
Apenas me sale en español, ¿cómo lo voy a decir en
Right?
inglés?
That's why we thank God when we translate. That it's only through His Holy Spirit that we're able to translate. Because if you
Yeah.
give me a translation,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. I don't know. But when we did the medical terms, it was a little more up my alley.
Yeah.
But
I was like, it was so funny. I was like, well, good thing Brenda's translating because she'll know that. I'll be like, la sangre, algo del corazón, la bombita, the pumps, I'll be like, I'll be like,
that thing that does like the movement, yeah, that one.
Eso, hermano, eso. So,
su
yeah,
presión, cuando está alta su presión, eso.
for reals. No, but yeah, no, going back to Conexión, the team wanted to have a breakfast, right? So, of course, Elias and I have to be there at 8. And you guys know I love waking up early. I mean, can't even make it to a prayer at 7 a.m., as a leader. Now imagine, I was like, okay, I'll be there at 8. Con el
I'm
frío,
never
right?
gonna get over that one.
Yeah. 7 degree. We get there and you see everyone from the team, we have they're just like cooking, like getting the eggs and stuff like that. So it was just fun seeing like all of us come together trying to figure out how to cook because nowadays
I got there late.
I got there at 8:15. My ride was late, my brother. Okay. My Uber brother was me. So it was just nice though, ver ese compañerismo, because we really didn't have time to like go out as a team, but we had that time, and you see like Elias beating the eggs, I'm beating the eggs, or the pancake also.
The pancake mix.
The pancakes. Still was like, go make some more pancakes, go do this, and just trying to figure out if the bacon was done, and you see like Melissa, she's like cutting everything so thin, and I'm like, that's a lot of work. But she did treat us to this Colombian like breakfast specialty, which is like llevaba every vegetable that I think was tomato.
So she can cook.
Yeah, it had. It was really good. It was how many eggs? I think it was 30 eggs that we were
30 something eggs, man. It's like
and she's cutting so, pero qué paciencia, dude. God bless her for that patience, dude. I was like, that's
so it
small.
was a Colombian breakfast dish, right? That she made.
Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah,
and she cooked it.
She cooked it, yeah.
Yeah, but I beat the eggs though. I beat the eggs. You know what I mean? I was like,
Elias and I had whipping up pancakes. All right, Carrie. Thanks for your hard work, sir. We appreciate it.
I know. Yes, and then Pastor Abner's like, yo hago el café. Anyone could do coffee. But okay.
Well,
it's
that-
not your
that
fault.
be me.
Fernando's,
That'd be
that's
me.
Fernando's ministerio. And when we do breakfast at our house, we're over here like cooking. My dad's doing eggs. We're all sitting at the table, and Nando comes for like ministerio de café, and then Nando comes and starts making all the coffee.
Yeah, I know. So that meant a lot, because we had that time, and then we went back to the service at 10. So
You know, there's one thing that I really liked. Algo que me gustó bastante is how welcoming like it was to be around everybody. Like, they no se sintió como que aquí ellos y aquí nosotros, right? Like when like it wasn't just Puerto Rico over here. Obviously there was a lot more, so they all knew each other more, but they were all super nice to hang out with. Like I made a friend, he's the bass player of the group, and I didn't realize he was a bass player until I spent like all of Thursday with him and his
Pedro.
wife. And we like spoke. We were just sitting like talking for a while, and not once did either of us mention que los dos tocábamos el bajo. And they're setting up, and I just hear him. I was like, "Hey!" I was like, "You play the bass."
You had a divine connection. Like, oh, that's
We did.
why.
We did. We were like, and then when we said bye on Sunday, we're like, "Bajista," and then I was like, "What's up, man?" We're like, "Peace out, man."
that's a good one. You know what I also liked? La hermana que ayudó a cocinar para los jóvenes.
Oh
en,
yeah, she's
en la
Guatemalan.
tarde, guatemalteca, but her
Sí.
joy to speak to the two of you guys, hablar con ustedes dos
Oh
que son de
yeah, it was
Guatemala.
so nice.
I was like,
She wanted to meet them. She told me, shut up, like, me los tienes que presentar. I need to meet mis compatriotas.
Oh.
yeah. So
Yeah, it
that
was really nice.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it was
Fernanda was like, "Come here, we gotta go meet somebody." I was like, "Okay." And as soon as she's like, "Oh, they're on this song," like just so happy and so joyous.
Brenda was like, Fernanda, ¿de dónde soy? ¿Cómo se llama la ciudad?
I know where I'm from.
Is
Oh,
it Guatemala
no.
City?
No, that's where Nando's from.
Ella es de Daly City.
Wait, where's Gary Street? That's
Huh?
in San Francisco, right?
San
Gary
Francisco.
Street?
Yo, your
Oh,
Kaiser,
I'm
your
from
Kaiser,
San
San Francisco.
You know what's so funny? Que Brenda
was
y
born
Fernando
in San
decían,
Francisco.
nosotros venimos de San Francisco. I was like, hey, we're, like, come on, get off the boat.
I mean,
You ain't from San
the-
Francisco.
But,
Hey, we're.
no, but if we say Hayward, they're like, where is it?
Where
Like, they
is
don't
that?
know where
So you
Hayward
always
is.
have to say I'm like about 45 minutes away from San Francisco.
Right. So that was fun. That was fun. But I know que ustedes ayudaron and I know que ayudaron to set up, right? Pero también jugaron antes del setup, right? Hicieron su propio ¿cómo se dice? Like your own little like I'm thinking of the president and then you have like
Oh,
secretary.
nuestra discusión.
Well, let's set this up. So we caminamos en esta iglesia. Esta iglesia tiene varios edificios. Hay un edificio en particular que tiene la cocina y el lugar donde la gente puede comer. Entonces nosotros ayudamos a preparar ese lugar. Pero el setup allí se mira bien elegante, bien like presidencial,
Ajá.
colonial. So cuando miramos las sillas y todo, Fernando y todo, y hey, parate ahí y pone a Brenda y Sophie y así fue como pasó eso.
I mean, creo que tenemos una foto.
Yeah,
Ahí para que vean.
es la foto presidencial.
La foto presidencial de
Eso
One
está
Truth
buena.
Ministry.
Ahí
Look
está.
at that. Que en esa foto, qué elegancia. Presidente 2022.
Ahí
There you
está,
go.
mira.
Oh. There you go.
No
Vote
pongan
Brenda.
atención, no pongan atención.
Okay.
Vote Brenda, everybody.
Asegúrese de poner hashtag Brenda 2022.
Hashtag Brenda 2022.
I bet you Eric's gonna make a banner of that right now.
Okay. Well, Fernando, I know Fernando está trabajando y quiero usar su tiempo. Fernando, algo que aprendiste de los talleres. Tuvimos 3 talleres,
Thanks,
tuvimos una
Eric.
predicación. Something that you like to share, like, cómo Dios te habló en ese fin de semana, ¿verdad?
Well, I mean, una de las cosas que creo que aprendí es de que era más que todo como confirmación, por las cosas que hemos estado pasando, especialmente en nuestra iglesia, the things that God is getting us ready for. It was really nice just to go there, and everything that we talk about in the workshops, it was related to God. How do we know what's the will of God, right? And then one of the things that everyone said, it's about peace, having peace. Like, ¿cómo es que podemos saber cuando hacemos la voluntad de Dios o tomar la decisión bajo la voluntad de Dios? Es de que Dios siempre te va a dar paz a tu corazón. I mean, todos los workshops estuvieron bien. I mean, realmente me sorprendió bastante cómo el Señor utilizó a cada persona para preparar y hablar y nos ayudó a conocernos. Más que todo, cómo podemos encontrar el camino para la voluntad de Dios, el cual no es fácil, porque muchas veces tenemos dudas, and they talk about discernment, being able to have discernment when it comes to make decisions. What is next for me? Hablaron sobre qué es tener este discernimiento, sobre qué es lo que es siguiente para mí, y es como aprender. Y una de las cosas que sí siempre estuvieron en común es que cuando estás bajo la voluntad de Dios, aunque no todo esté bien alrededor, vas a tener paz. Even if everything is not going well around you, when you make the decision as the will of God, you always going to have peace in your heart. And I think that it's something that I really took it, like just to a reminder, like being able to have peace when you make that decision, especially when you want to please God, right? Because that's our purpose. So I mean, it was really good, and that's something that I took, and I think it's going to help me to move forward, getting into this new year.
Amen. Thank you. Yeah. Brenda, do you want to add anything to that? I mean,
Um, yeah, como dice Fernando, it's always a good reminder to know, porque yo también pienso, I think we all know that when something is not from God, we're not gonna feel like we're gonna feel something that's not right, like you feel uncomfortable, uneasy, something, right? Si es la voluntad de Dios, everything's already gonna be put into place, how it's gonna go, and you're gonna feel that peace. So it was a nice reminder. Fue un buen recordatorio to just remember that when you ask God for something and you start feeling that it's going in one direction, and maybe you think this is the way to go, and you don't feel that peace, or you don't feel that peace, and okay, maybe this isn't where God wants me, or where we can understand and learn how to find that discernment. We talked about we also talked about, like, I think that la señora, the lady that I translated for, is she a psychologist or what is she?
I have no idea, pero ella es la que se llama Abigail Medina.
Yeah, I think that's her.
No? Oh, so es de más mi
Oh.
hermana Yarilis
No.
Hidalgo.
She's
Yeah,
the
there
one
you
like,
go.
yeah, her.
Hidalgo.
Like
Sorry,
being.
I'm so sorry, I butchered her last name.
Like, como lo puso, right? Estar fit para el Señor. Like, it was in a way slightly interesting too, because she used the same food pyramid that we all are in elementary. They ingrain us that you have your vegetables, your carbs, and all these things, right? And I think it's a good, de la manera que fue bien dinámico, where you can kind of relate it back to something that you've already seen before, and the hierarchy, right? Where she talked about, like, if you like exercising your faith in a sense, and so I think that was one thing that really stuck to me, is su like her workshop, and how to mantenernos fit para el Señor, in like the hierarchy, like seeing it in a hierarchy tells you where I should focus on more and things like that. And but like, yeah, I think that's something that I really got out of the second day, which was a lot of fun. Even the workshop where we got to paint was something different. And then how we broke down the questions después, donde cada quien tiene que realmente pensar su respuesta. But yeah, so I really enjoyed the workshops a lot.
Yeah, they were really good. Fernando, I know you have to leave. It breaks my heart, but thank you for joining us. I don't want you to be late. No quiero que Fernando llegue tarde. Yo sé que gracias, Fernando, por estar con nosotros.
Hi, brother. I love you.
I know, we had so much fun. Ahí tenemos una foto donde pueden ver a Fernando comer una hamburguesa, creo que ordenó. And on Fridays, I don't know if he ordered a burger. I'm just making it up, but we do have a picture of Fernando eating.
I think he did get a burger though.
So
no, I got ribs.
Oh yeah, you got ribs.
Yeah. TGI Friday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
The only
Okay.
place open in White Plains.
In White
In
Plains.
White Plains, yeah.
That's
At
the
9.
plane that
What
we
was it?
have
At
is
night.
White
It
Plains,
was
New
like
York.
10.
Oh, it was 10. 10 p.m.
Yeah, it was like
Right?
10
We're
p.m.
so spoiled here in the Bay Area.
No,
I
we really
know
are.
we are. Even
Late
with the weather.
night, the
And the
taquerias
weather.
open until 2
And the
p.m.
weather, like
The
the
weather.
weather.
It's been 60 something. Abner has been 60 something.
The
Which
lowest
is
has been what? 46?
40, like the lowest it's been here is 40. Like they would say over there, oh, it's 30 degrees. It's gonna be a good day. And you're like coming out, you're like, I'm so cold. And they're like,
You're
it's,
still
it's actually
shaking.
kind of hot. And I was like, no, it's not.
That's
I
funny.
know.
Fun experience.
All right, guys, but thank you for having me. Nice to see you all. Sorry that I have to go, but we'll keep in touch. God bless you. See you next time. Take care,
Bye,
guys.
buddy.
Bye.
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 Yeah, like the whole weather. I mean, I honestly, I don't. I mean, I say it's cold because I'm cold. Yo soy bien friolenta, pero yo ya realmente, la verdad, no me puedo quejar del frío.
All right.
I was like, this is not cold.
For real. Yeah, yeah. Elías, I know Brenda dijo algo de pintura, right? Que
Mm.
pintamos en el taller. Después que tuvimos los 3 talleres, ¿verdad? Que el primer, uno de los talleres fue por el pastor Abner Cotto, que era planes o propósito, como dijo Fernando, conociendo, ¿verdad? El propósito que Dios tiene para nuestra vida, la discernimiento, right? Discernment of like knowing, you know, okay, what God, what do you want me to do? La hermana Yarilis Hidalgo, hers was beats per minute. So de la salud,
Oh, yeah,
como
yeah.
dijo Brenda, you know. Y después subimos a la hermana Abigail Medina, right? And hers was obediencia, I think it was.
Yeah, that's the
Estamos
one. Yeah.
dispuestos a obedecer al Dios, right?
Mhm.
So, después de todos esos talleres que tuvimos, yo sé que les hicieron pintar, right? Elia, ¿me puedes explicar qué es esto?
Wait,
Elia,
you
can you
have to,
explain what this painting means after all the
wait,
workshop that we had?
you have to show him the picture of him and Carrie. They're so proud.
Oh, okay. We have a picture. We did. Elia's like, what picture are you?
He's just like so proud.
Look at
Carrie's
that.
like proudly carrying his painting.
It's a work of art.
They worked really hard. They worked really, really hard.
It was just 3 of them in that group. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
they were
and
talking
and,
the whole time.
And they kept trying to recruit me to go paint for them.
Why not?
You
'Cause
know,
they were talking about the 49ers.
when creativity comes, you cannot rush it. You know, so we had a blank canvas.
Eso es lo que querían entregar, un blank canvas.
Man, qué
Yes.
pecado.
Well, you know, it's left to the eye
Querían
of the
entregar
beholder.
esto, hermanos. Esto es lo que querían entregar. Blanco. Sin nada.
Es que nos
Y
hicieron
usted use
hacer
la imaginación.
un dibujo donde teníamos que representar la obediencia, el propósito y cómo seguir a Cristo. Y tenemos que hacer este portrait, this picture. We had to paint this picture that represents purpose, obedience, and following Christ. And so Elias and Carrie and their friend, our friend Ivan, he was they wanted to do a blank canvas because they wanted you to, for the Lord to be the one to put that into place.
Reveal that to you.
But the Lord revealed it to you guys later, right?
Later on, because we saw everybody was working on it. So we're like, man, we don't want to be left out. You know what I mean? Let's do something, guys. So we all put our brains, our creativity together, and we say, you know what? We're going to do a place that is a tree. We know that trees are rooted. So there's roots that are going deep inside these grasslands that is holding up this tree. And then we know that in the book of the Bible, it says, you know, that he will rise us up like great oaks. You know, so we are knowing that we are in his hands, rooted in his word for purpose, and we are in obedience, growing and sprouting out through faith and believing that Christ is our ultimate goal.
Amen. I don't want to
You
laugh
see,
no more. You see
Once,
how
yeah, once he explained it
Once-
that way, like,
once he starts preaching, I was like, "Perdóname, Señor, please, Lord, forgive me for
I'm
making
sorry,
fun of
Jesus,
this
I wasn't
and
laughing.
them, you know." But yes,
No, but okay, Elgin, put the painting up.
huh?
Put the
The
painting
painting?
up. Doesn't that look like a deer?
Give it a thumbs up, Jenny, and Oscar, and everybody watching. Does this
If you
look
think
like
that's
a
a deer,
deer?
it has like its antlers. Like he has multiple antlers. There's like the nose. He put eyes. He's like peeking out, like, "Hey, what's up?"
It has a woodpecker hole too in the middle.
I think Brenda is looking at Christmas right now. The way
Oh, I
she
love
said, "This
Christmas.
is
You
deer
know,
and an
Oh, you
antler,"
know what? We went to the Rockefeller Center, and it felt like Christmas still.
because they had their Christmas tree up.
I know, which made me very happy.
Christmas starts in December. It ends in January.
Starts in November, ends in January.
Okay, Brenda, you did a painting too. I know you guys brought your
Yeah.
painting, right?
Oh wait, that's backwards.
Whoa, whoa. Upside down cross. Whoa, hermana.
Yeah, I got out for Brenda.
Okay, so we did. Okay, en mi grupo estaba Fernando, Sofía y dos personas más. One
¿Cómo
was
se
from
llaman las
the-
dos personas?
I don't remember. One was from
Hermana.
Long Island and one was from Bronx. I just remember that because he would talk to me like this in the coffee, and he was what's it called?
He wasn't a counselor?
No, he's like a priest in the PD.
Oh, chaplain?
A chaplain. He's a chaplain. Lo llaman el pastorcito loco, but he said he loves that name.
Yeah. Oh, he loves that name.
Yeah.
Crazy for
And
Christ.
then I think the other guy's name is Chris. I really just don't remember. So sorry if you're seeing this. Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so what we did, hicimos nosotros una representación de la cruz porque es el sacrificio, the ultimate sacrifice, right? And so el rojo significa la obediencia because, you know, when you think of like pain and blood, you think of like red, right? And so, because sometimes la obediencia puede doler and it's painful, but in order for you to complete that cross, you kind of have to like let it go sometimes and be like, all right, Jesus, this is yours. You know, you guys obey. And then the blue is propósito, you know, because after we we obey what the Lord has, He starts to reveal the propósitos de nuestra vida. And we just thought blue was a nice color. So we picked blue. And then the rest of the cross, this part is brown, and that's following Christ, right? So we have to obey to find our purpose in order to follow Christ through that purpose. Y todo eso viene con el discernimiento, lo que está hablando el pastor Abner. And then obedience, what la hermana Abigail was talking about, you know. And then there's little just lines everywhere donde se intercambian. It's all one thing. So you can't be obedient without a purpose. And you can't really follow Christ without, you know, being obedient, because if not, we're just not following Christ. Right. And then all of that is the ultimate sacrifice, which you see right here with the crown of thorns, and Jesus was our representation. So that's what we did. It was very like simple.
I'm really in awe of the way you guys were able to draw straight lines.
Okay, this is all Poppy. This is Sophia. This is Poppy. Poppy, you know, we're like, here, you draw, you artistic, you got this.
Okay, if you
know
look at
what? I think
ours,
we
you
cheated.
look at ours, Elgin, put that one up
Who?
again.
Who cheated?
Well,
Like,
let me
look at
tell you
ours.
later.
Look at that.
Call you later.
Look at that. Like, we didn't know what a straight line was, but you know, we did it.
But that's the beauty. Yours is like abstract.
It is, yeah.
Ours is very like this.
Look
is
at the
what it
little
is.
leaves popping out too from those dead branches. So there's life. You know,
Eric
and
said it's plagiarism.
we're still connected to the source that is God. There will always be life.
So are we. That's why we got the little líneas everywhere. And it's connected to the cross. The thorn.
So let me
Oh.
tell you why Brenda cheated.
Why
And
did
Elgin-
Brenda cheat?
and her
Elgin, what
team,
did
right?
you do?
Oh, I didn't get
Oh
to keep
no,
mine.
no. Elgin, no. Elgin gave up on her team.
No, but you know what? You know me di por vencido. They were really. It was fun, actually, fun hanging out with them. It's surprising, you know what I mean? Tenían dos hermanos, I think they were from La Iglesia de
They're from
Sioux.
Long Island. They're
Yeah, they're
from
from
Sue's
the
church.
Church of Sioux
Yeah.
Church.
Yeah, Long Island.
So El Hermano, and they have two other boys. So I was literally with the young guys. I mean, I think they were from like 13 to 19 years old. But listening to them,
They were real young, yeah.
listening to them, you could see that they're doing a good job in that church. Como aman al Señor, and they were explaining obedience. I'm all like, let me take notes, porque yo tengo que aprender. You know what I mean? Like, un muchacho de ellos, he was just explaining like la obediencia de Dios y saber que Dios siempre está allí. No,
Wait, was
sea
he wearing a plaid shirt?
Yeah,
He was in my team after.
he was. I was like,
What's his
Dude.
name?
we have to call Sue. I don't know his name. But anyway, so we started painting, right? And we didn't know. But
And then Melissa put him in our team.
But check it out. We wanted to paint. They kept the painting. Ellos se quedaron con la pintura. Pero queríamos pintar el camino de the Wizard of Oz.
The yellow brick road.
The yellow brick road. That would take us to Christ. Entonces hicimos el sol y la luna. No, el sol y las the clouds, you know, and the sky. So and then we put green grass. But por eso te digo, Elia, la Brenda y su equipo, they cheated. Porque la línea de nosotros no salían tan recta. You know why? Porque ellos estaban al lado donde estaban todos los, how do you call those stencils? Or todas las pinzas.
No,
so they had options, you know. Nosotros lo que nos dieron, eso usábamos. So.
No, porque nosotros fuimos a agarrar. We were smart.
So yes, I did give up on my group at the last minute, but with a good purpose. I had one job, guys. Yo tenía un trabajo muy importante y es que yo era el timekeeper.
Timekeeper,
yeah. She was.
De los talleres.
So, it's true, Fernando. It's true.
Yes, that was my one job. So of course, you know, I was busy. We had a group text and
just so everybody could know, habían 3 diferentes workshops a la misma vez. So LJ mantenía el tiempo y texteando a los otros líderes para decirle cuánto tiempo tenían.
What was so funny, I would put like warning, like signs like this, warning, 5 minutes left. But the first round was so funny because I get a text from Sue, one of the leaders. She's like, I went like this to Abner and he doesn't know what this means. This means 5 minutes, you know. So it was funny.
What did he thought? He was like, are you saying high five?
No, Melissa.
He's like,
Melissa was the same. Yeah, like Melissa was like, and he goes. She was like, no, you have 5 minutes. She's like, oh, okay.
So yes, it was so much fun keeping track of time. I really enjoyed it.
We should have one of those at camp.
We should have someone, yeah. Because era 25 minutos, so it was like, you know, a los 20 minutos, but mandaba el text like, warning, you got 5 minutes, you know, and then los que estaban ahí, los otros líderes que estaban ahí le decían al pastor o la pastora o los hermanos que estaban haciendo el taller, like, hey, 5 minutes, you know, 5 minutes. So yeah, best job ever. So yes, I was a little bit busy because of that. But it was overall, it was really good.
Their danza team was fire.
I literally reached out to Wilfredo and I was like, I saw this on paper and it looked intense, but the way everything came together, praise God, you know, it's like, se trabajaron bien duro y practicaron bastante.
Oh yeah, like, for sure.
Yeah. And then the way that on Friday, 2 of their jóvenes del grupo de danza estaban dando presentation and I had to translate for them. So hacían la danza, like 2 songs y después se paraban y yo tenía que ir y traducir. Después volvían a hacer otra danza, otra representación, and then la otra persona. So it was really good, bien organizado.
You know, y lo bonito que me gustó es que usaron jóvenes, you know what I mean?
Sí,
porque es como, it encourages you, te anima si eres joven, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes like that's why you got women's retreats, because you encourage other women's, you know, you got men's retreat because you know you're in that category, you're in that group. So knowing that they they prepare, like these young
No.
men and women prepare, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
they give it all to God, you know. Y
Yeah,
se miraba.
like the preparation, like the way that they not only like, ellos son bien usados por el Señor, even through their danza, like and the way I'm telling you that kid, I'm pretty
I
sure
think
he's like,
his name is Andres Torres.
Mhm.
yes, him. Oh my gosh, like the baseball player. Anyways, the Giants player.
Go Giants.
That's some good San Francisco Giants knowledge.
Woo! Go Giants. Hashtag let's go Giants. Anyways, but like that's what I'm saying. Deuteronomio 10 at 12 to 13, like the way that he presented it with so much conviction, tanta
Mhm.
convicción, lo que
Actually,
él decía, like he believed it and
mhm.
it transmitted. And it
Eh,
was so simple, but it was so powerful. And
Let's
so
I got corrected. His name is Adrián Torres. See, we're just
uh
Giants fan. Somos fanáticos de Gigantes. We're like Adrián Torres, but no, su nombre es Adrián Torres.
Adrián Torres.
Mhm.
so I gotta there was something I wanted to say on that. But it slipped my mind. So let's continue.
Yeah, and we also también estuvo una joven que se llama Juliana Morales.
Sí,
Like,
ella
no,
también.
it was
She was like quick at the beginning when you were trying to translate, but then she caught on. No, but
yeah.
her message was really nice too.
And that's the thing. And that's what I always try to like go back to, like, the word of God is not complicated. La palabra de Dios no es complicada. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Se lee, y le pides a Dios, Él te revela. Eso es todo. A veces lo hacemos tan complicado que queremos usar, términos grandes, o creemos que tenemos que usar. Yo he creído que hay que usar like
Com-
palabras sofisticadas,
complejas,
o sea,
sí.
yeah, like I feel like sometimes I have to be sophisticated, I have to use this word. Like, no, God's word speaks for itself. And I just
Mm.
love how they just brought it. It was so like
Yeah.
sincere, and genuine.
They were all just great people.
Yeah.
Like they were really, really great people. I met like this guy, his name was Raul. Oh my gosh, LJ made me say dad jokes. It was so fun.
Oh yes. Do you have one? Maybe you could do one right here.
I got you. Hold on.
Elías, ¿te acordaste lo que ibas a decir?
No.
Like, move on.
No, I have to. Oh my. Okay, wait. I just learned this one yesterday.
Wow.
Do you know why chickens are so awesome?
No.
Because
I regret giving
Oh.
Brenda that one job.
If Eric was live here with us, then you said that. Oh, I could just picture him right now.
he would be like, "Oh no.
He's laughing probably right now. I know Eric is laughing right now.
He might not. I don't think he's alone.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
Yeah, that was my favorite one.
we
I
made
learned that one
Brenda say some
yesterday.
dad jokes.
And then
So-
Elias gave me one yesterday too. But I'm gonna say that one too, okay? It
Okay.
says, it's not really okay. A tomato family is walking down the road. Baby tomato falls behind. Daddy tomato goes back, smacks him on the head, and says, "Catch up."
Oh my jeez, Brenda.
Drum roll.
Ah, I'm gonna be known for the person with the dad jokes, and
You're the dad joke comedian.
I am. Bring them on. If anybody, si alguien tiene algún dad joke, if anybody has dad jokes out there, put them in the comments. I literally have a list of dad jokes. Like, you see?
Brenda
They're
está
there.
lista.
There you go.
That's
But yeah, then after I said my dad jokes at the event, todos me venían a decirme un dad joke. So I felt special.
nice.
And you thought you were gonna bomb.
I did. I didn't want to.
Porque
at the
la
beginning.
mayoría era de Puerto Rico. And
Yeah.
you were like, oh, no sé si la van a entender.
Yeah. I was like, yo no sé. I was like, Elgin, todos me van a ver con cara de mensa.
I'll be like, you'll be fine.
Pero sí se rieron conmigo. And then the drummer.
Yes.
That was fun.
We need more memories.
And Elias, how was it translating for Pastora Natalia? Gonzalez. Annie.
Annie Gonzalez.
And Natalia.
Anatalia.
And Natalia.
Natalie, yeah.
And Natalia.
Gonzalez.
Pastora
Yeah.
Natalie Gonzalez.
Yeah.
She was on fire, dude.
She was on fire.
She was bam, 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 bam.
Beautiful message she brought, and it just like the way that just to encourage us, and she used the book of Luke chapter 10 on when Jesus sends out the 72 to go and evangelize and stuff. But then he warned them, it's not going to be easy. I'm sending you to a cave full of wolves, and here you are, un cordero, just kind of like, and it's the same for us today. We have to make a decision, knowing that it's not going to be easy.
Yeah.
And Jesus warned them. It's like, how was the fear that they had for having being sent out? But yet at the end of her message, the second part too, was them returning and the joy that they came back with. So even though it's fearful, even though it's like, sometimes it may be hard, we may get some closed doors, we may get some hard rejections, but yet at the end there will be joy. And that's the joy that we find in God, for us, just being obedient and going. So it was a really good message.
I really liked the way that they broke it up, where she did one part and then you went to the workshops and then she just finished it with a bang.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Yeah, it was. So thank you. Well, thank God, ¿verdad? Que podemos ir.
Wait, we have one more picture of our team in front of the
I'm not
church.
saying goodbye yet.
Oh.
Okay, but Brenda quiere ver la
you said, okay, well,
donde Fernando está comiendo la hamburguesa. Well,
Do you guys really
everyone. It's
have
not
that?
just Fernando. This is what
we
Friday
went to
night?
go eat. Yeah, we went to go
Friday.
eat with the family.
Yes, you see right there. It's
Eric,
it's
can you make
us.
it bigger?
Probably cannot. Right?
There
Yes.
you go.
Look how tired I look. That day I woke up early to go to New York City and then go to the service. And this is like 11 something. We even got a discount because they took forever with our food. So
They
praise
did.
the Lord.
They did.
But we
Shout
give it
out
back
to you.
So yeah.
Yeah. Elias took me to a cemetery. Did I tell you?
I said, "Yay, ¿qué es eso? ¿Qué locura?"
Sí, tu hermano. Okay, el día que tú fuiste a New York, your brother was like, let's go have breakfast. And I was like, yeah, okay, let's go have breakfast. We went to a breakfast. Which, by the way, your brother can fool anybody if he just starts randomly driving and he just starts making turns as if he knows where he's going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was driving. He was like, where do you want to go? I was like, I don't know. Like, where are we going? So obviously I had to go to Target in New York. Duh.
Wow.
So we went to Target because I needed a belt. And so we went to Target, and then he was like, let's just go drive around to this like little walking place. And we're like, okay, cool. So Sophia, Fernando, myself, and your brother. And then I'm putting the GPS. The GPS is taking forever, and he just starts driving normally. And like he's making a turn, another turn. And then I'm like, Elias, do you know where you're going? He was like, no, I got no clue. I was like, wow, I was like, you really look like you know what you're doing.
We made it somewhere.
We made it somewhere.
Fernando says, fuimos a buscar al jinete sin cabeza.
Sí, we went to the Sleepy Hollow cemetery.
Dutch. Was it the Sleepy Hollow Dutch cemetery?
Dutch cemetery, yeah. Which I realized my excitement is kind of creepy, but...
You seen the movie, right?
Yeah, I have.
Porque la película is what makes it like...
But we didn't even know that was the Dutch cemetery. Like we didn't know it was that one.
I just randomly stopped. I don't even know why I stopped there.
No, because
we're at a cemetery.
No, okay, wait. No, this is what happened. Because we're like, I wonder who's the oldest person in there.
Well, there's a lot of history in the East Coast.
Yeah.
Me di cuenta de eso, que hay bastante historia en el East Coast.
So, and then nos dijo that one church that you guys were by the Airbnb that you guys were staying in that was like from Harriet Tubman's, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So then he was like, let's just go see the dates. And then we saw like 1834, 1809. And then I don't know how we mentioned the headless horseman. But then,
Oh, I think Sophie went in and she identified that cemetery was the actual cemetery in that novel.
yeah.
So we were like blown away, like what? And we were just there. Wow.
You
We didn't
regret
take
not
no
taking
we
pictures
didn't
there
take
now?
no pictures of no
I know, it's just,
gravesite or nothing.
I mean, I kind of like, I'm not going to go stand in front of that tumba and be like, gee,
Carrie took
gee.
picture. Carrie took picture of Benjamin Franklin.
Okay,
I
that's
did.
Benjamin Franklin.
But
I didn't know.
you're
I'm
Sleepy
not gonna
Hollow.
go. I'm not gonna go to some random tumba donde dice John Smith and go 1809 y tú very high, you know. But yeah, so I went to a cemetery on my vacation, but I
Nice.
enjoyed it. Then we went to go walk, and we froze.
And
I
we
don't even.
froze.
I don't even think
No.
we stood there for like 10 minutes.
I'm
Because
sorry.
it was like so windy. It was like windy, but the wind just hurt your face.
Yeah, it
Mhm.
hurt.
Well, that's Saturday after we helped clean up the church, right? Or at least the hall and all that stuff. By the way, Brenda, you did a beautiful job vacuuming. I'm so proud of you.
Thanks.
Tu hermana Cana, Brenda sabe pasar la vacuum, así que póngala a trabajar. So anyways, so we wanted to take a picture, right? We're like, oh yeah, let's take a picture of the group, 1 TM in New York, or White Plains. And it took us forever to like.
It was a
I
very
don't know.
hard picture. I don't know why
No
we
salíamos
struggled.
bien. Oh, look, there's Pastor
Hi,
Abner.
Abner.
Hello.
Wait, Eric, put the picture. Shout out to Eric in the background. Next time we're spending.
Okay, so to take this picture, and we took another one. Literally, the
Oh my gosh, I look
minutos.
like a little burrito.
No, it was so cold.
Freezing.
And someone couldn't make up their mind how they wanted to stand. Y después, para rematar, we asked Ivan to take the picture, right? And he's like, que salga la iglesia y todo lo de arriba. You know,
And he's over here hasta and then Abner que toma la otra foto and it's just Abner's face.
yeah, so it's like, it's cold. We're from California. Come on, people. Apúrense, you know?
It was maybe
So,
like 17 degrees at that point.
it was cold.
Maybe less actually. It was really cold.
Yeah, so that was fun. I do have you know what I bought, Brenda, in New York? I
It
bought
was
a
just
lot
like
of
the one. Elias, did you buy souvenirs?
Yes, I
This-
did. But
This is
no.
all I bought was earmuffs.
I bought little keychains and other little
Like,
stuff.
I don't even think I know how to put them on right. I don't know what way they go. Oh, it's this way. There you go. Yeah,
There
your
you
little
go.
bear.
Got a little
Was
New
that-
York bear.
I love New York Bear.
I love New York bear.
She got hat, gloves, scarf.
Elton's ready, you know.
I'm just ready to go back.
He's
Oh
ready to
wait,
go
I
back.
am, but wait, this is the best one. See?
She went all out with the souvenirs.
Oh,
Elton,
that
our picture. Elton.
so let me tell you, if you know Brenda, you know that she's from Hayward, California, where they don't believe in COVID, and everyone's maskless. So it was funny because we actually took this picture and we're both wearing a mask in the church, but hay una donde no se puso la máscara. I was like, Brenda, come on. CDC
You know,
guidelines.
I had done my lips that day. Why? I don't know. I just did, and I was like, might as well show it off.
So, Brenda, are you smiling in this picture?
She is. Look at her.
I am actually. Look at. I'm like really smiling too. Actually. Oh my gosh! Wait, let me show you how bundled I was. Let me see if I can send this to Eric real quick.
Brenda, look.
Oh,
Well, we got
that's
you
such
bundled
a
right
good-
there.
No, I
There
was
you
really
go,
bundled
Brenda.
there. That was, yeah, I was a little chorizo.
It was cool.
That
It
beanie
was.
I'm wearing did not. It just helped my forehead. That's it. Because my ears were always exposed.
That's so funny. Yeah, no. Thank God, right? Que nos llevó con bien y nos trajo con bien. It was really fun, cuando. Where's another
Look
one?
at- that's really cold. That's how cold it was. Look at my eyes.
Where you at? In Manhattan?
We were in Battery Park. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a beanie that was like almost covering my like face because
That was that Sunday.
that was on Sunday. Yeah.
That temperature dropped on Sunday, huh?
Oh yeah, it did.
It
Like
dropped really, really
it was
fast.
very cold.
And then the snow came down, and I was like, yes.
I know.
But
I
then
was so happy.
I was really happy too, but I was also praying to God because
Our
I did
flights
not
wouldn't
want to
get
stay there.
canceled.
I was like, no, Lord, please, tú quiero irme. I had
I know.
fun, but it's time for me to go home and go get my dog.
Yeah, I was like, this is so nice. I've always wanted to experience snow because when it started snowing when we were going back to the hotel from the Airbnb, I mean from Manhattan, and so it started snowing, and I had asked, and I was like, I hope our flights don't get changed because we had gotten a notice the day before that possibly
Right.
we were gonna get a flight changed.
Yeah,
But the Lord was so good.
the Lord was
And I
good.
think in closing, we just want to just encourage. This was our first event in Conexión New York, so this is just like basically one of steps of many events that I know that we're planning. And I know that there's words, that it could either be in Puerto Rico or it could be here in San Francisco. So we may get to host,
Hayward.
a Conexión San Francisco. So I just want to encourage
Or
every
Hayward.
joven, every leader, every pastor that's listening to this broadcast, just to get connected. This is our first time. It was only our team for One Truth Ministry that maybe went out,
Elgin got me a sticker.
and Elgin got you a sticker.
He
Did
bought me a sticker.
from
I
New
told you I was
York?
going on
No,
my
from
water bottle.
Puerto
No, that's
Rico.
from the Puerto Rico. Yeah, from
Oh
the
yeah. Unión
Unión Joven
Juvenil.
Juvenil Bautista Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Hey,
Awesome.
representing.
There you go. So just want to encourage everybody just to stay tuned and never know. Si quieren más información, cómo podemos conectarnos, or maybe start fundraising just to have something. And we encourage everybody at the churches, just start fundraising, con sus jóvenes, para así cuando venga un día y tenemos las fechas, puedan asistir y todos podemos ir
Mhm.
y llevar un buen número del norte de California, o que si vienen aquí ser buenos hospedadores.
Yes.
Yeah,
So thank
it was
you,
a lot of
everyone.
fun.
Yes, it was fun. Así que gracias por estar con nosotros esta noche. Thank you for joining us tonight. God bless you, and Lord willing, we'll see you next week.
Next Wednesday.
Next
Next
Wednesday,
Wednesday.
8 p.m. Don't miss it. And heads up, we're gonna do a
Brenda
nice series
2020.
coming up. We're gonna start doing a series. So
Yes.
we're gonna start promoting. It's called Rooted. And you
How do you
guys
say in
don't want to
Una serie de
enraizado. Oh, look at enraizado.
Enraizado. Okay.
That's the translator. I hope that's how you say it.
We'll find out when they correct us.
So stay tuned for our podcasts.
God bless you. Good night,
Bye,
everybody.
everybody.